Alright, so the Xbox show starts in 7 minutes. It's a little. I thought it's actually a little off from 11, but I think that's fine. So what do I expect from Xbox Showcase? We gave our predictions. Some not crazy, but some interesting things have happened. So on Friday night, right, I was like, oh, you know what? I could see them remaking Halo, the original Halo Combat Evolved, because it's been a while. And then what happens the next day? Hey, guess what? Halo Combat Evolved remaster is in work, right? Is either in talks, might be showed off. So sure enough, that's probably going to be a thing. State of Decay is probably also going to be a thing. State of Decay 3, I don't know. I never played 1 or 2. They just never. I don't know. The one zombie game I played was 7 Days to Die, and all those games have their own problems. So things that we. So the one thing that when I did Xbox predictions on Friday, I just completely forgot to mention Silksong. I don't know how I just completely missed that. But yeah, I somehow completely missed talking about Silksong. And yeah, if Silksong was at the last Xbox Showcase 2 years ago, or last year, 2 years ago, whenever it was, I expect it to be at this Xbox Showcase. It must have been 2 years ago. Yeah. If it's not at this Xbox Showcase, then just assume the game doesn't exist anymore. Assume the game is fucked, but I don't think it's going to be. And now, of course, it could be at the Nintendo Showcase, but again, the fact that it was at the last Xbox Showcase makes me think it's going to be at this Xbox Showcase. I don't know. I am sadly one of Silksong's doomsayers, because a game like this ambitious, I'm all for Team Cherry taking their time, and maybe they did just announce this game way too early. That is totally possible. And that's kind of best case scenario. The game's amazing, and they just announced it way too early. But after games like Sports Story, I'm much more inclined to say that, no, it was just in development hell. And this isn't going to turn out how we want it to. Which is awful. I hate that scenario of Silksong being bad because it's been in development hell. Even if it's like just fine, right? Even if it's just like a fine like 7 out of 10, that's still that would suck. Because Silksong has the potential to be a 10 out of 10, but we'll see. So that's totally something that could be here. Starfield, I could see them doing a brief thing on Starfield, announcing, hey, guess what? Starfield's getting its new 2.0 update that's going to add, that's going to add vehicles for land traversal. It's going to add tons of new things. Is that, because sadly we live in the post No Man's Sky era of release bad game, fix it later. Starfield is totally right in that camp. I saw someone say that if Bethesda had released Starfield instead of Fallout 76, Starfield would have reviewed much higher, right? It would be seen much more favorably. Yeah, I kind of agree, because, again, we're in the release a bad game, fix it later stage. No Man's Sky, Fallout 76 supposedly, Cyberpunk 2077. And yeah, again, I am one of Starfield's defenders. I actually think the game is fine. I'm not going to act like it's a 10 out of 10, most amazing thing ever, that it's as good as like Skyrim or Fallout 4. It's got problems, but I had fun with the game, right? I'd be lying if I said that I didn't have fun. So yeah, that's and any updates they make to it, that's good. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Unlike the Summer Games Fest, I do actually have a drink, even though it is 11 o'clock in the morning. What else do we have? We talked about Gears. We talked about Doom: The Last Dance. I cannot remember what the actual leaked subtitle is. It's Doom like the Darkest Day or Doom: The Dark Ascent. Something like that. I don't actually remember what it is. But yeah, we know there's going to be a new Doom. God, there was one other... Avowed, Otherworlds, right, State of Decay leaked. And again, I do want to say we are just watching the Xbox showcase. I don't give a shit about the Call of Duty showcase. You can... Okay, you probably could pay me to watch the Call of Duty showcase. Just not today. Yeah, the Call of Duty showcase just ain't worth it. Nope, it ain't worth it. Yeah. Fable. Perfect Dark is, again, one of those games that's been in development now. Oh, I just remembered. Indiana Jones. I forgot to mention Indiana Jones. That is probably... I don't think we know the release date for that. I don't know. In my head, I want to say the release date, like, leaked or something. And it's in, like... It's, like, October 24th or something like that. But I think we're going to get a release date for Indiana Jones. Hopefully it's a whole heckin' lot of good fun. You know, Imbiamba Jones in the Great Circle. Oh, hey, shit. Let's go. Oh, did I not? Okay, we'll see. Surprise, surprise, we're doing the Call of Duty showcase first, because we know less people want to watch it. That's actually not true at all. I'm sure there are plenty of people who want to actually watch the Call of Duty showcase. Because it's the fucking Call of Duty showcase. God. God, it sounds miserable.
Good evening. The Soviet Union is no more. Despite a potential for instability and chaos, these events clearly serve our national interest. Free from the specter of global conflict.
Today we celebrate the mystery of American renewal. Something's going on. Something big.
Wow. Oh, Call of Duty.
I figured if I stuck around hell long enough.
God, who?
How's he look?
I'm gonna guarantee this trailer ends with coming to Game Pass. Like, we kind of already know it.
He's compromised, but being hunted from the inside.
And you know what? It's one of those things where I'm like, I've been a big defender of Game Pass, actually. Like, I've said in the past, Game Pass is one of the best deals in gaming. And I probably still stand by that. But, like, we're now that it's been a while, we're starting to see some of the consequences of Game Pass. That, right, well, it's a good, you know, it's a good bargain, for lack of a better word. It definitely comes at the cost. Where you see studios that don't reach their sales goals because a lot of people just buy it on Game Pass. And that's what they use to justify shutting down Hi-Fi Rush's studio. That and the fact that making a sequel would have been too expensive. Because, you know, we can't make a sequel for a game that failed to meet sales goals, even though it was on Game Pass, and that's where most people played it.
May God continue to bless the United States of America.
You just got a first look at the campaign for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Set in the 1990s after the Cold War ends, where the truth isn't what it seems. It's an honor to stand here representing the creative teams at Activision. And please stay tuned after the showcase, where we will take you inside the studios to hear directly from Treyarch and Raven.
I don't care.
Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
I can't bring myself to care about a Call of Duty game.
At multiplayer and zombies.
I know there are people who are
been
excited,
Call of
especially for
Duty's been
zombies.
in our show.
But no.
It's been even longer since all Call of Duty players got the same game at the same time. Going forward, everyone will experience the game, including the Black Ops 6 beta, the season expansions, and the updates at launch.
That's technically a good thing.
100 million people
You know, fracturing user bases is such a big deal.
We hope to grow
That's a
that
good thing.
by making Black Ops 6 the first Call of Duty game that will be available in Game Pass day one. So no matter where you choose to play,
I mean, this, you know, I talk about the problems with Game Pass.
Call of Duty
Who
Black
care?
Ops
Who cares about Call of
on
Duty?
October
If
25th.
Call of Duty gets fucked over by Game Pass,
I'm
that's not
incredibly excited
as
for
big of a
today's
deal.
show.
Because
I'm standing here
Call of
thinking
Duty
about
usually
all the
sells like
passion that has gone
fucking
into
millions of
making
copies.
This show what it is. It's an honor to share the latest efforts from our partners around the world and from our own creative teams at Activision, Bethesda.
Oh god, did they buy a new... That's another thing Xbox usually announces at these things, is them buying a new studio. I hope their acquisition... With Activision Blizzard, I hope they're done buying studios.
Introduce something that is special to me. As someone who has played games for as long as I have, it's amazing that I get to set up this world premiere. So thank you all for joining us, and please enjoy the show.
I can see them starting with Halo. If they're remaking Halo... Oh, is this going to be Fallout... I've also heard talk about a Fallout 3 remake. You know, you want to capitalize on that show. Is this a Skyrim thing? No, this is Doom. Okay, this is Doom. What I keep calling The Last Dance, which is the Venom subtitle. I just can't remember the actual title. Again, Doom 2016 was fantastic. I really enjoyed Doom 2016. I never played Doom Eternal. I heard it was still good, just not as good. Instead of giving us a Leviathan axe, they're giving us a chainsaw shield. That, you know, Captain America bounces back to you. That sounds like a lot of fun, actually. I should replay Doom 2016. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so much fun. Giant Doom guy. The Dark Ages. Okay, there we go. Again, I just couldn't remember the subtitle. He's fucking Godzillaing that guy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that seems fun. Okay, it's a while away, but I like that. Yeah, again, I need to play it. I've never played Eternal, but I should. Because the Doom games are just good. Right? They get it. Unlike Call of Duty, that are just these slog shooters that are just the worst. This is State of Decay 3. Right? The Call of Duty, you have just like everything wrong with modern shooters. Doom gets it, and Doom does some fantastic work.
It's too late to ask now. We all knew the risks when we ventured out beyond the gates. But you helped us make something greater than the fear and death that surrounded us. We found hope.
I mean, for them to make 3 State of Decays, there must be something about them that's working. I don't know what, but there must be something that people like about them if we're on number 3. Or at least they make a bunch of money. I don't know. I remember people being interested in, like, 2. That, oh, 2 was going to fix all the problems with the first one. And then when 2 came out, I remember people being disappointed. So, what do I know, I guess?
No one is forgotten. We live on.
Oh, EA. Oh, is this, Oh god, what are these is this Dragon Age?
This'll take more than you and me.
What are you thinking?
We need someone to be our eyes and ears in the shadows.
And someone to bring a little darkness to the daylight.
We're going into the phase.
Yeah, EA doesn't have a showcase this year, do they?
And digging up a lot of
There's no EA Play or whatever their event usually is.
What about Darkspawn?
Yeah.
I mean, Ubisoft has an event tomorrow that I don't care about.
Demons.
You know there will be dragons.
Right. We'll need someone with fire in their blood. One more thing. This crew needs a leader. Someone we can count on. Someone that the world can count on.
The player character.
But where are we gonna find them?
Yeah, Dragon Age. Did we already know about that? I can't remember if we did. Starfield? Alright, give us a big Starfield update. I guess it could be some DLC, but I don't know. I really haven't heard any talk about Starfield DLC. It's mostly just been like, oh, you got to fix the game. You know, kind of like with Cyberpunk. You got to fix the game before you can do your Phantom Liberty. I mean, I guess Cyberpunk kind of did both at the same time, but still. You know what? I'm surprised we never got another one of Prey. I'm surprised we never got a Prey 2 or anything. Because that game was decent. I'm not going to act like it was the best thing in the world or anything. But it was decent. And I could have seen us getting a second one.
The room. Your fate will be decided by the great serpent.
Was that the studio that got shut down as well? Did they go from Prey to Redfall? Was that Arcane Austin? It might have been. Starfield. Shattered Space. Okay. Again, you gotta... Oh!
I'm from the Trackers Alliance. We have a proposal for you.
You know, a good direct, a good showcase like this usually has some sort of shadow drop. This is... It's something. Okay, I don't give a fuck about custom content. That means literally less than nothing to me. But you know, actually fixing their game would be nice. A lot of Bethesda. To start off with, anyways. Here we go, Fallout. Fallout 76, here we go. If you have not seen the Fallout show, it's amazing. I like, as a fan, admittedly I'm a little biased because I already was a fan, but like as a fan, it is fantastic. And I think it's a great entry point to the series. Like, if you've never played one of the games, it's such a good show. And then I'd honestly recommend Fallout 4. I know that's controversial in some places. They say, oh, you gotta start with New Vegas. Oh my god, New Vegas. Nah, you can start with Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is definitely more approachable than any of the others.
Vault 76 is a growing community, and strong community can weather any storm. Why, just take a look at our Skyline Valley neighbors in Vault 63. The greatest scientific minds are hard at work, cooking up shocking new ways to protect and preserve this Appalachian Eden. Yes, Skyline Valley is a stunning portrait of Mother Nature in repose. From the picturesque Shenandoah National Park to its majestic wildlife and friendly local residents, Skyline Valley is
a lot of
home
ghouls.
And don't forget to bring home a souvenir or two. When the bombs started dropping, don't come a knocking. Call now to reserve your place in Vault 76. Still not sold? Well, I suppose having skin is not for everyone.
I'm honestly surprised. Again, kind of like playing as a raider in Fallout 4. I'm surprised that took... Oh, that's like a week from now. Wow. Less than that, even. I'm surprised playing as a ghoul was not just a default thing in the game. Or at least it's taken them this long to do it. Sandfall. You know what I wonder if we're going to see any more of? That game Clockwork Revolution. We only got like a cinematic trailer for it last time, but it reminded me of BioShock, and I really like that. Of course, I don't think we're going to get Judas. Judas would have been at Summer Games Fest. Could be wrong, of course.
Every year she paints again. And every year, an expedition departs for the continent with one hopeless...
I don't know, that Clockwork Revolution, while I'm interested in it, I definitely think it was announced a little too early. At least it definitely feels like it. Sandfall.
So she can't steal anyone else's...
Yeah, I have no idea what this is. This might be something entirely new.
Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death. Do you mean we're the only ones left?
Even if we fail, we lay the trail for those who will come after. Right? We are
Expedition
33.
Okay.
Do you think there's a chance Amal's still alive?
If your mall's anything like you.
Oh, okay. I actually, I don't remember what this game was called, but no, this does actually look.
This is all really
I
happening.
loved the art style of this one.
You mean to tell me your mama never told you stories about critters and weavers? Oh, you're lucky I come along.
What?
That's two-toed Tom. Big gator. I gotta drop you off fast.
After I got you out of that tree, you said you helped me find my mama.
I ain't of a disposition to be gator snacks.
Well, me neither.
If we're gonna go on, we gotta get rid of him.
I'm all ears.
There's a church up a ways with a big bell. Go on and ring it.
You want to make him come?
What
right?
I cannot remember what this game was called.
Sound the bell. Some church folks once tried to dynamite him, and he didn't take that too kind. If you ring that bell, he might skedaddle.
You better not skedaddle.
Go on now, scoot. I'll pick you up yonder after to go find your mom.
Trifling ass mudcat.
Hey, I heard that.
Oh, and good, we're getting some gameplay. Because I want to say last year it was just a cinematic trailer. If this is the game I'm thinking of, which I think it is.
Wait, that floating island is the gator?
Well, yeah, you were riding on a catfish that big. Of course it is.
Oh, hell no.
All right, time to find that church.
You know, I don't know why I just randomly thought of this. So now, right, back in the day, right, a trailer like this would have been a live demo played in front of a studio audience. Nowadays, everything's pre-recorded.
Down to get over there.
It would be so, you know, it kind of sucks that Dark Souls game, like Souls-likes, these really difficult games only became popular now. Because could you imagine back in like 2012, the live on-stage E3 demos trying to demo a Souls-like game, and they just get their asses kicked over and over again, trying to show off how cool a game is. You know, like think like the legendary Skyward Sword E3 demo. God, that would be so fucking funny. Like, I know usually the developers are pretty decent at their games, right? Like, I think of Sakurai playing Smash Bros. On 2 controllers at once. But that would be really fucking funny. Just to see people get bodied playing Dark Souls on a live stage demo. Gotta have a paraglider. Every good game needs a paraglider nowadays. South of Midnight, there you go. I could not think of the name. A lot of 2025 games. I've known, right? It's... A lot of stuff has been 2025. Which, again, I expect nothing this year. This kind of based on... I said this on Friday, and I'll say it again today. Last year was one of the best years in gaming. As a result, this year kind of has to suck. Right? We kind of... Last year was so good that it kind of has to suck the soul out of this year. Just by relation.
And
Is this some Warcraft stuff?
Mortal
It's gotta be.
hero
I don't know. I know nothing about Warcraft. I never got into Warcraft. I will never get into Warcraft.
They faced monsters,
I don't care what they do.
tyrants, and beasts of primordial horror. Though they fought amongst themselves.
The closest I will ever get to World of Warcraft was the Warcraft movie from what, like 2016?
And even across time and space, their courage never faltered. Even upon the very threshold of death.
Oh, God, is it a multiverse now?
While new hope blooms on the horizon, the final battle draws near. Now, in the darkness, at the very heart of the world, the drums of war thunder once again. And Azeroth,
Do we know how long this show is? It 45 minutes or is it an hour-long show?
the world's
I genuinely don't remember if they said.
denied
I'm sure they did. I just don't remember.
shall be mine.
Because we're almost a half hour in. Yeah, none of that means anything to me. Konami?
Approaching Soviet airspace.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selena.
Is this Metal Gear? Oh, is this... Aren't they remaking Metal Gear 3? Wasn't that something that was announced at some point?
Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. The clock is ticking. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of
I don't know, I've never played a Metal Gear Solid game. I own Phantom Pain. Like, I bought it because I was curious. And it was like $5. But I never actually got around to playing it.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment. Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army. Freeze. Speak.
Yeah, Minimal Gear. It's Delta Snake Eater. Same. It's going for the same idea.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Sea of Thieves? You know, it's interesting how, like, Bethesda still gets to be called, like, Bethesda, right? It's like, hey, this is a new reveal from Bethesda Game Studios. This is a new reveal from Blizzard or Activision. But yet, Rare is just Xbox Game Studios, right? Like, Rare doesn't get to be called Rare anymore. Or at least, I mean, like, in the game itself, yes, but, like, on the title cards. Rare is not called Rare. But, you know, Bethesda still gets to be called Bethesda. I don't know, I'm 13 seasons. I was gonna say, I'm surprised we're still getting new Sea of Thieves content. That's kind of like, I remember when they did the Jack Sparrow stuff, and I was like really surprised about that. Like, oh my gosh, like that must have been like the pinnacle of things. And then they did Monkey Island, and they did so much more. Is this Avowed?
Because I am a god too.
If you're a god, you're one of them. Why would I do anything to help someone I've sworn to kill?
If it's vengeance you want, I'll give it to you.
No, I don't think it is. I have no idea what this is then. Ashen. Soul's Light. Oh god, Soul's Light better not be a new buzzword. Flintlock, the Siege of... Okay. Siege of Dawn, yeah. I don't remember that one at all. But it's like next month, so... Smite 2? Nah, this is something else. Wasn't there another... Wasn't the last time Xbox did, like, their developer showcase thing, didn't they announce, like, a Civilization-style game? I can't remember what it was called. Yeah, didn't they announce, like, a Civilization-style game? Is this that? Or is this something entirely different? I don't think this is that. Because I don't remember it being this fantasy. Age of Mythology No idea. Okay. Is this Flight? No. I was like, is Flight Sim gonna be here? Because isn't there a new Flight Sim coming out this year?
Good luck, Agent.
I think there is. I just don't know if it's gonna be... if they're actually gonna spend time on it.
I could see the world differently. I thought it would be like any other mission.
Is this Perfect Dark? Yeah, the Initiative. Sure enough, I think it is. Again, I've heard behind the scenes this game's kind of been in development hell. Because it's been like, it was announced like, what, 3 or 4 years ago? And this is the first thing we're hearing about it since then.
What readings are you getting?
I don't know. See, I don't know much about Perfect Dark. I just know that technically, like while everyone loves GoldenEye, Perfect Dark was technically like the better, more put together game. GoldenEye was just more fun, so.
When the life we think we know turns out to be a lie. There's only one way forward. Find the truth. Scan's clear. I'm going in blind. Carrington! Damn it! Analyze. What am I looking at here?
Carrington appears to be targeting a research facility. If he attacks it, the casualties could be astronomical. Agent Stark, pleasure to meet you.
I know we talk about like fake, like scripted gameplay. This, I don't know how to feel about all this. I know I'm coming in more skeptical than, you know, nature gives. But if I'm being honest, I usually give game studios more credit than they deserve, because they fake shit all the time. But yeah, this feels no different. This reminds me of like one of the trailers for Watch Dogs. Right, the original Watch Dog trailers. That's what this reminds me of.
What this world was really hiding.
I hope you're ready, Agent Dark.
Are you all seeing this?
Once you open this door, there's no going back.
Yep, Perfect Dark. 2025. They're not even gonna say, wow, that's not a good sign. But they showed something, which was more than nothing.
Dark is caught in the middle of a near-future war over advanced technology that threatens the lives of millions. We hope you enjoyed the first look at gameplay, and we can't wait to share more from the developers at the Initiative and Crystal Dynamics as the game progresses. The creativity and talent of game creators are what makes...
Because I want to say the Initiative is like a brand new studio. Like, they were formed and this was like their first project.
A diverse lineup of titles, which includes new installments in beloved franchises like Doom, The Dark Ages.
Is this the end? Are we getting... Are we already at our one big thing?
Like World of Warcraft,
that...
War Within from Blizzard.
Oh, shit.
Handcrafted original concepts like South of Midnight from Compulsion Games. And blockbuster games with massive audiences like Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision. On behalf of our creative teams at Activision, Bethesda, Blizzard, King, and Xbox Game Studios, we thank you for your continued support, and we look forward to getting their ambitious games in your hands.
God, is this really going to be it?
Diablo is one of the most enduring and beloved series in all of gaming. We're thrilled to have Diablo 4 in Game Pass, where millions of you made it your favorite way to play. This October, Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred expands the demon slaying experience with an all-new character class.
I was going to say, is this what they're going to end on? Diablo?
Next chapter in the acclaimed story. Here is the opening cinematic for the game. Let's take a look.
Because this really does feel like the final thing. Which, if this is the final thing... Oh, boy.
Boy, young one, are you all right? Nerel? Oh, you're not well. Please, please, my child, let me help you.
Stay away from me! Nerel! Is that how I raised you? No, Mother. But I must carry this burden alone. I must get to Akarat's tomb. But look at you. You're killing yourself. I don't know how much longer I'm here, little magpie. I missed you so much. I'm so proud of you. But now I need you to give up. No. Of course it's you. You monster. Let go of me! Let's go. No.
God, if this is where we're ending.
And I warned you, little magpie. There would be consequences. No! I control the stone!
You hold the stone. You control nothing.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I could use some help.
Okay, so from what I know about Diablo, what does this have to do with Diablo? I mean, the whole weird sequence when she was getting stabbed and whatnot, yeah, sure. But the rest of that... And that's it. That's the end of the show. Let's go talk about Call of Duty. Okay, good. Good. Because that... Playground.
So, you want to know all about heroes, do you? Well, you have come to the right place. Because who better to tell you all about them than...
This is Fable, isn't it?
The greatest hero of them all. Yeah? There he is, in all his finery. Cheers.
I actually know very little about Fable.
You are like literally my favorite person.
Hey, look, it's Peanut Butter Gamer. Jokes.
Your chances and the occasional...
Yeah, no, I actually like Fable. I know it's like fairy tale stuff or something like, but you know, it's this like dark comedy game. But I know very little. I don't know. I remember liking the plot twist in Fable 3, which is like the one game I did actually like play. Kind of.
I knew this one hero. I took her in when she she had nowhere else to go. Welcome to the most exclusive club in all of Albion. Thought I'd get her out there, make the most of her gift. But you know what it's like when you're young and you have a point to prove. I tell you, this kid, she had it all. The skill, the talent, the power. She was something else, all right. She was terrifying. So, yeah, I knew this girl once who made all the wrong choices.
Humphrey. She's back.
I'm going to fix it, this place. And no one is going to stand in my way.
Yeah, at least with Fable 3, there was like a kingdom management aspect, kind of. God, again, that's a game that... If that was revealed back in 2020, even earlier than that, I would not be surprised. I feel like that game was revealed forever ago.
Use this. Make your own rules.
It's my
What's that one... God, what's that one, like, shooter game where you're using the cards? And, like... God, for some reason in my head, one of the characters is a chicken. It's more of like a party shooter, not like a co-op, like multiplayer thing. It's more of like having fun with it. But yeah, you're using like cards. God, a big head mode? It's been a while since I've seen one of those. But of course, this is just another hero shooter thing. Frag punk. Are we in the third party half of the show? Where we're seeing all the third party Right. Games that are coming to multiple systems that made a deal with Xbox.
There is nothing.
I'm fine with that, actually.
So, I have traveled back to where I grew up. Here, I found my childhood home.
Oh, hey, it's Burrower's End.
Why hasn't my aunt taken good care of it? The bridge to her house is broken, so I can't even ask her. I will make the tree stump a cozy home again, no matter what it takes. And no matter how hard it gets. I will fight. And find meaning and beauty out here. Some will say that in the dead of winter, a small city mouse doesn't stand a chance. Maybe so. But I must keep believing that every winter leaves.
Oh, I was fully expecting, like, the aunt to be dead and, like, some... Yeah, more like that. Some sort of horrible... Yeah. Oh, I expected... That's one of those games that I would be like, oh yeah, that's gonna get real dark. Real quick.
World premiere.
My mixtapes bend others to my will. It's a strange, almost cosmic talent.
Go back to a time where summers lasted forever, when friendships were unbreakable and any trouble was good trouble.
This year, I want to ride a flaming stallion of delinquency.
Yes!
What's your name again?
From Beethoven and Dinosaur comes an adventure, a lifetime in the making.
Love that studio name.
Experience the freedom of the teenage wasteland, sneaking out, making out, avoiding the law, and maybe something.
Yeah, no, this is totally just Annapurna. Wow, it's another one of their games. This could also be just a very stylized
Set to the soundtrack of a generation.
game from the Life is Strange studio. Why can I not think of the Life is Strange studio's name?
What are we gonna think of ourselves in 10 years? I'll just remember to tell myself it felt important at the time.
I don't know. Again, oops.
Are stored in music.
This kind of reminds me of
In mixtape.
It reminds me of stuff like, you know, Goodbye Volcano High or Sayonara Wild Hearts. And I love Sayonara Wild Hearts. Haven't played Goodbye Volcano High, but yeah. Yeah, that all seems fine. Oh, here we go, Flight Sim. I figured it was gonna be somewheres in here, because usually it is. In the new Flight Simulator update, we have the special Boeing mode, where you can experience what it's like to be a real-life Boeing pilot, and all of their potential challenges they face on the job. God. Could you imagine? Like, I know there are flight sims that actually do that. That you can, like, put yourself in, like, these terrible situations and, like, recreate historic, like the Gimli glider and stuff like that. And I'm sure you can do some of that in Flight Sim, but yeah, the Boeing experience. Do we know when it... I was like, do we have a release date? There we go. November. Okay, that makes sense. God, I forget this game still exists, man. I mean, on one hand, good on them for keeping it updated. Right? Like, you know, for all the shit I give to Fallout 76, earned or not, because again, the game might potentially be good now. At least they're updating it, right? At least they're trying to be like, yeah, you know, we're gonna go in, we're gonna make the game good. The same kind of goes for this. Like, Warcraft, I don't give any credit for, because Warcraft is evil. And I also kind of don't give a shit about this. I don't know, maybe I'm more lenient on Fallout because I actually like Fallout, whereas this and World of Warcraft mean literally nothing to me. I mean, even people who like World of Warcraft hate World of Warcraft. Let's Head. Again, first hit's free.
World premiere.
I swore I'd never use my power again.
Squeenix? Is this gonna be a Life is Strange? Because doesn't Squeenix... Yeah, this is a Life is Strange.
I found my friend's body in the woods.
Or, you know, something new from Deck 9. Is Deck 9 the... I have to assume, based on how this is framed, this has to be the right studio.
Or who trusts me. But my friend Safi is dead. So why can I still hear her voice? Focusing my power, I somehow shifted into a parallel timeline. Here, Safi is still alive. The danger stalks our every step. And only I can investigate both realities.
Oh god, it's the terrors from BioShock Infinite all over again.
Except
Oh shit.
you're dead. I can still save Safi. If I can solve and prevent the same murder across two timelines.
Double exposure. Actually, that's a great title. Again, I only ever played the first Life is Strange, never played any of the others. That I'm actually, yeah, sure. Machine games. Yeah, here's Indiana Jones.
Are you sure you want to investigate these Finley?
I can't let this go. It could be the best.
Again, I swear this game had like an October release date.
What you going to do,
Maybe I'm going crazy, but that sounds right.
These artifacts.
I don't know. This game might be
something in the past.
the fact that, right? Like, I know I didn't give a shit about the Dial of Destiny because the Dial of Destiny was not great, but the fact that we have the Uncharted games is proof that this game could work. And there are certain elements that they're doing that make me more interested in it. Plus, it's fucking Machine Games. I mean, they understand the satisfaction of punching Nazis. And I think they're going to do great things with it.
I intercepted the Morse code coming from the Himalayas.
Our boss is sending all of his men.
Is that a...
Battleship? Yep. Let's get a closer look. Gotta find a stone and get off this ship.
What's that in his hands? What does it say?
Earth something. What was that?
We'd better hide. Ciao.
Hands behind your head.
Yeah, see, I think this game, one of the things that's going to make this game work is that it knows when to be first person and when to be third person. I know some people would just prefer the entire thing to be in third person, but I think there's benefits to both. And I don't know, I guess I kind of trust Machine Games. I think they know enough what they're doing that they'll be able to pull this off.
And I have it. I endured this dreadful mountain even if my mind was screaming every step of the way. Because of a concept you narrow-minded Americans will never understand. devotion. Total and absolute devotion to the fatherland. You have no purpose. What you have is your stupid American cartoons. Choo-choo, choo-choo. Ha 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 ha. You laugh and dance, celebrating your own idiocy and drinking the piss you
Oh, Jason Schreier's new book, Play Nice, The Rise and Fall and Future of Blizzard Entertainment, comes out the same day as the new Diablo DLC. So you can hear how Diablo was created while playing Diablo. That's actually some great synergy for him.
Give me the stone.
Gina.
We gotta get out of here.
Help me!
The stone! The stone!
Gina! Haltet sie auf! Erschießt sie!
Hab dich.
I really hope this like shifts to gameplay and you're just running along the ship as it's like falling off the ledge. Because that sounds like a great time. Yeah, just fucking punch the Nazis. Yeah. Still think Great Circle's kind of a dumb name, but whatever. It's better than Dial of Destiny, which... Ugh. Wow, no release date. Oh, that's not great. That actually has me kind of worried. Ooh. I mean, if it's delayed, it's no big deal, but... Did this get leaked or something? I swear I remember hearing someone talking about a mech game, like, the other day. That was like this. Maybe there's just another mech game out there. No idea. Again, I remember hearing something just the other day.
You never know you are a monster until someone comes to slay you. The first signs are really subtle, but over time, it becomes clear. The gift changes you, slowly consuming every little part of your humanity. I should know. It runs in my blood.
Nothing. Okay. Oh gosh, more Sea of Thieves? I'm joking.
That wild frontier suffers from the dream scourge.
Is this Avowed?
Of this terrible plague, and put an end to it.
I think this is Avowed.
The dream scourge is but a symptom of a deeper, more dangerous rot.
Again, I want this game to be good. I want it to do well. Again, the Obsidian that made New Vegas doesn't exist anymore. But God, in a game where just underperforming gets your studio killed, and even performing well gets your studio killed, I just don't think there's a way to win. And sadly, it kind of feels like Obsidian might be one of the next ones, which just fucking sucks.
Become what the living lands truly needs. Its protector.
This year, but no release date. Wow. Even if it was in like September or October, I would expect like, because we've gotten at least 1 or 2 November release dates. Oh wow, it's the new We Happy Few. Actually, this does kind of remind me of We Happy Few. What developer made We Happy Few? Because I swear they got bought up by Microsoft. Compulsion Games? Oh hey, it was a stim gun. It's so weird that I now recognize that. Like, that's just one of those things that I can just now pick up on. It's like, oh, stim gun. I actually know that one. Rebellion. Atom Vault. No idea. No idea. I think I'm just thinking of We Happy Few because it's British. It's very British. But I swear Compulsion did get bought by Microsoft. That sounds right in my head. Wait, wasn't Compulsion... Were they the ones who were doing South of Midnight? Yeah, they were doing South of Midnight. Never mind. Never mind.
They talk of peace and dream of war.
Yeah, this is Assassin's Creed. I was thinking it for a second. But, you know, you never know nowadays. Especially because there are so many samurai games nowadays.
Believe me, there are other ways to heal.
People so quick to abuse their power do not deserve to keep it.
What is it? What is his name? I don't know. I've seen a lot of people being racist about him. But I think the more is that you get to play as him. Because, like, in older Assassin's Creed games, he would have been, like, a side character. Or, like Da Vinci in Assassin's Creed 2. And it would have been like, oh, yeah, this is really cool, right? This piece of, like, this interesting historical figure. He would have been, like, a mentor or something. The fact that you get to play as him is really interesting.
We will bring justice back to the people.
Interesting enough to get me to pick up the game? No, but that's a Ubisoft problem.
Скіфе, радий тебе бачити, друже. Валимо звідси. Ви тільки погляньте на це. Край, чарівний край черемоша і прута. Ти моя любов, ти рідна мать.
Is it just a swarm of electric bees?
Жива.
Координати закинув. Поквапся.
I'm just gonna assume this is something entirely new.
Зараз час такий. Час можливостей.
Oh, what was that? Like, I know there's like mutants or whatnot, but
Який в них сенс?
Зона така, якою бачиш і ти. Я ж показав тобі, якою я її бачу. Іди своїм шляхом, і тоді ти зможеш побачити зону по-своєму.
oh, Stalker 2. Okay, okay. I've actually heard of the Stalker. Okay.
We've been honored to partner with GSC Game World, the Ukrainian studio behind Stalker 2. We can't wait for you to experience their game yourselves on September 5th. Today, you've seen amazing games from creators around the world, from both our partners and our own studios, from the biggest blockbusters to original independent games. I hope you enjoy the breadth of titles coming to Xbox. In addition to all these great games, we're introducing a new all-digital Series X and expanding color and storage options across the Series X and S lineup. They'll be coming to select markets this holiday. These new
Okay, I
X
don't-
and S consoles, alongside the many other devices
There is a
in our
2
Xbox
terabyte,
gaming family,
which
offer
you know,
more
on an all
choices.
digital you want.
It's our mission to make Xbox the best place for you to play by including the titles from our own studios in Game Pass at launch. by bringing your games into the future with our commitment to game preservation, by pushing the technical boundaries in our future hardware, and empowering you to play your games anywhere you want on Xbox consoles, PC, and cloud. This is what defines Xbox today and in the
Okay,
future.
what's your one...
Hard at work,
You've got to have one
next
final
generation.
reveal.
Immediately after Showcase ends, Call of Duty Black Ops...
I mean, I know Call of Duty is next, but that's not a one big reveal. That's how you opened the show.
Next in Black Ops. But before we dive into the direct, we've saved one more thing.
Silk Song. Come on. Silk Song. Nope. Alright, that's it. Silk Song dead. Silk Song's just dead. Ooh! Oh, okay, never mind. Wait, shut up. Okay, never mind, actually. I thought that was something different there for... I thought that was the Voltec logo for a second there. Never mind, I don't actually give a shit about this anymore. I kind of forgot that we were... I honestly forgot there was even talk about a Gears game once this thing started. Because I just don't care about Gears of War. I know Gears of War used to be it. But now what's it is new and strange. It happened to Gears of War. It'll happen to you. Yeah, that thing, the gear with the two wings on the side, for the brief split second we saw it, I was like, wait, are we getting Fallout 3 remake? No, never mind, I don't care. I don't care about this. Back to sleep. I know some people out there still love the Gears games, but it's one of those series that, at least for me, it's like, it's long past its prime. Oh, is it Gears of War Goes to Hell? I don't know, man. What the fuck was the plot of Gears of War? I genuinely don't remember. Oh, is this gonna be like a prequel? Like the day the aliens invaded or whatever? Alright. Okay, I'm just gonna have this on mute while we talk out the end of the show. Because I know there's still, like, another, like, 40 minutes of them talking about Call of Duty. And guess what? I don't care about Call of Duty. You can't pay me to care about Call of Duty. Okay, I'm sure you could, but surprise, surprise, nobody has. So, thoughts on the Xbox showcase. It was a showcase, alright. It was a real mixed bag. You know, there was some stuff I was interested in. You know, New Life is Strange is cool. I'm down for that. Metal Gear Solid, okay, you know, that looks fine, actually. Indiana Jones, I think Indiana Jones has a lot of potential to be great. I know Indiana Jones is one of those franchises where, like, 50% of the movies are bad. The game could still be good. I want Avowed to be good. I don't know if it's going to be. I'm just kind of scrolling back up. I don't care about Call of Duty. I don't care about Gears of War. Those do nothing for me. Atom Fall looked fine. Microsoft Flight Sim was fine. Doom, you know, Doom the Dark Ages. I like Doom 2016. It's a great game. I do love a good single... Like, Call of Duty I don't give a shit about. Because they don't give it... Like, I know they're doing this big thing about the single player right now. They don't give a shit about the single player. Call of Duty's put in single players for the same reason. Okay, I can't think of a good metaphor, but trust me, most people don't give a shit about Call of Duty single player. I'm surprised it took them so long to get something like Warzone that was online only. I mean, I guess it's a good reason for them to justify, selling a new game every year. But yeah, no, Doom is a great single player game. The new one, Captain America Shield, sounds like a lot of fun. State of Decay 3 means nothing to me. Dragon Age, I'm sure some people are excited for. I know nothing about it. Starfield update. Cool. Yeah, again, I will defend Starfield enough. I'm not going to act like it's an amazing game, but I still had fun with it, so what you going to do? A Fallout 76 expansion that allows you to play as a ghoul. Okay. Again, I'm going to give Fallout 76 a chance one of these days. That's just probably not today. South of Midnight looks great, right? That looks like a lot of fun. I hope right? I know I just brought up the We Happy Few stuff a few minutes ago. I genuinely hope Compulsion does something great with it. I love its art style. It looks very creative. It's got a paraglider, and I don't think it's an open world game, but they've got a paraglider in there, so yeah. I am glad that we live in the age of paragliders. Breath of the Wild was so good, and now every game being like, yeah, let's put a paraglider in there. Just makes me happy. Didn't give a shit about World of Warcraft. Snake Eater, Delta looks fine. Sea of Thieves is somehow still going. Flintlock, no idea. Age of Mythos is interesting. Like, I could see that being... We just got Civ 7 a few days ago, but like that was just like, oh, here's a cinematic trailer. That meant very little. This actually had some stuff to show. I don't know if this game is anything like Civilization, but that's like the first thing that comes to my head. Yeah. Perfect Dark, I know it was gameplay trailer. I don't know. I'm very skeptical, right? It's like eventually one day we're going to see that Wonder Woman game again, and I'm going to be just as skeptical. Because while I want that to be great, there's a lot of stuff supposedly going on behind the scenes that leave me very skeptical. Perfect Dark totally fits into that. The Diablo 4 stuff means literally nothing to me. Fable looks fine, I guess. It's Fable. At least, I don't think Peter Molyneux's attached to this one, which is a good thing, because Peter Molyneux's a liar. Winter's Burrow seems fine, right? It's one of those survival... It reminds me of Burrower's End, the Dimension 20 season. I know they're doing different things, but, I can't help but think of it. The Annapurna mixtape, yeah, that's cool. Flight Sim, Elder Scrolls Online, I don't care about. Life is Strange Double Exposure seems interesting. Indiana Jones looks great. Avowed, Rebellions, new game, Atomfall, Stalker 2, and then, yeah, here we are with Gears and Call of Duty. Overall, how would I rate it against Summer Games Fest? So, Summer Games Fest, I gave a 6.2? But that was also watching it at double speed, which made it much more tolerable. This one, I'd probably give around the same. I don't know, looking through that list, there are some things I'm genuinely interested in, right? I feel like there's more I liked here than I liked in Summer Games Fest, right? Like, there's more, right? South of Midnight, Life is Strange. And I know Silksong wasn't here, that sucks, but I don't know how much I can hold it against the show. Because, again, I'm going to be your biggest hater. Silksong might be in trouble. The game was announced way too early. It is most likely in development hell. There have been, right, the game got too ambitious. Maybe it suffered from feature creep. Any number of problems have most likely arisen about Silksong. That game may not be in a good position. And there's a reason we haven't seen much of it. And that sucks. Because, I want a lot from Silksong. But maybe we ask too much. And maybe the game might not, we just have to come to the, I don't even want to say acceptance. We're just going to have to start sinking into the fact that Silksong might not be as good as we want it to be. That just, the writing's on the wall. That, yes, I'm all aboard developers taking as long as they need. If they take another 10 years, they take another 10 years. But at this point, I can't help but think that something has gone terribly wrong. Right? Like, of course, would I love a Metroid Prime 4 level of transparency here? Of course I would. That would be fantastic. Could it still show up at Nintendo Direct? Of course it could. But, you know, Copium's gonna cope. Literally anything is possible. But I don't know if I can hold Silksong not being here as like a, oh my god, that kills the show. I just think out of every place, this is where it had the best chance. It makes more sense to be at a Nintendo Direct. But, yeah, that's not gonna help it. I would have liked Fallout 3 remake. I don't know, man. I don't really like Fallout 3, but I feel like a remake could change my mind on that. But I know Bethesda doesn't have any Fallout projects in the works, which actually really annoys them because with the success of the TV show, outside of, 76 still being 76's. Shit. But yeah, I don't know. I'd probably still give this showcase like a 6. I don't know. Technically, I gave, listening to it at normal speed, I think I gave Summer Games Fest like a 4. But at double speed, it was like a 6. So at normal speed, this is, like a 6. Of course, Devolver Digital still wins it all. I don't know, man. We always talk about the winners and losers of E3. And right, like last year, I want to say Xbox won. The year before that, I think it was, maybe it was Nintendo, maybe it was Sony. I don't know, for years Sony was absent. But we always talk about the winners and losers of E3. Can I just say there are no winners this year? Right? Again, after last year, which was one of the best years of all time in gaming, there's kind of no way this year was going to be good. This year was doomed from the start. It was inevitable. So there being no winners of E3 is perfectly fine. I mean, I would love for there to be great stuff, but if there's not, I get it. I get why there would be nothing. Right? Everything comes at a cost. No debt goes unpaid. And a great year in gaming last year, having a shitty year this year, is the debt being paid. They're setting this Call of Duty in the 90s, so of course we have to go to Blockbuster Video. I'd expect nothing less. So yeah, that's E3. No winners. Again, we have a Nintendo showcase. Could be as early as Tuesday this week. Okay, let's say as early as Wednesday. It could be as early as Wednesday, but I'm expecting around the 20th. My genuine prediction is June 20th. Sometime, either the 19th or the 20th. Because we know we're getting a Nintendo Direct this month. I think it's going to be a big Direct. I don't think it's going to be a partner showcase. But I assume it's going to follow the same problems that all these other showcases have. But yeah, that's it. We're not watching the rest of this Call of Duty thing. I don't care. We'll be back with the Nintendo thing in the future. We'll be back with In Chat on Friday, talking about whatever. Yeah, with that, I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Till next time,